From Arkansas's News and Information Center, this is THV11 News at 6:30.
Little Rock police begin investigating a new homicide as officials solve another.
Well, according to police, 2 men were shot at Spanish John's Apartments on West 65th Street around 1 this morning. 35-year-old Larry Bearfield died at the scene.
The other man suffered serious injuries from being shot in the head and was taken to the hospital. This is now the city's 48th homicide, following the results of an investigation ruling a February officer-involved shooting as justified.
Meanwhile, police arrest a suspect in Tuesday's early morning homicide on South Woodrow, where 24-year-old Lauren Poole was shot and killed. It is the city's 47th homicide.
His neighbor told police his mother, 38-year-old Tiffany McGee, shot people after he got into a domestic dispute with someone who came to their house for help.
McGee turned herself in yesterday afternoon and is charged with first-degree murder. All right, well, the days are starting out cool, and it's getting everyone in the Halloween spirit.
Oh, Marielle Ruiz is already in that spirit out at Lob Lolly Creamery. Marielle.
Yeah, that's right. I'm at their Halloween ice cream mix, and they've got a Halloween playlist going on. And you know, not so scary, the temperatures today, and especially this afternoon. Take a look at the highs in the upper 60s, low 70s, 69 in Conway, 67 in Searcy, 73 in Hot Springs, 72 in Arkadelphia. At the moment, 68 degrees in Little Rock, 67 in Searcy, so not at all that different. If you're headed out this evening, temperatures cooling into the upper 50s by 8. Winds out of the southwest at 5, so light. And because winds are out of the south, it's going to help drive in warm, moist air. So tomorrow, expect it to be a tad warmer, especially in the afternoons. Hey, we talked about ice cream here during the 6 o'clock show. I have a poll going on my Facebook page because Lob Lolly has Halloween-themed ice cream flavors. So go and pick your favorite one. You got about 2 to 3 more minutes before I order the winner, and right now it looks like Scully Goalie is in the lead. So go to my Facebook, pick which one you think sounds the best, and I'll try it here coming up in just a few moments. Back to you.
President Trump brushes off reports of discontent within his party. The president says reports of infighting among Republicans are false and described his relationship with the GOP as a, quote, love fest.
Standing ovations. There is great unity. I mean, if you look at the Democrats with Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, that's a mess. There's great unity in the Republican Party.
His leadership is still being called out, though, by some GOP lawmakers. A day after announcing his retirement, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post titled, "Enough." In it, he says, quote, 9 months of this administration is enough for us to stop pretending that this is somehow normal. Meanwhile, the House is expected to vote on the budget passed by the Senate tomorrow. Its passage would pave the way for Republicans to unveil their tax reform bill.
Louisiana-based music icon Fats Domino is dead at the age of 89. He died from natural causes. His spin on rhythm and blues in the 50s and 60s made rock and roll history. Born in New Orleans in 1928 and the youngest of 8 children, the shy piano player and songwriter picked up the nickname Fats, playing Louisiana honky-tonks. Domino made his mark in music with his chart-topping hit Blueberry Hill back in 1956. It sold over 5 million copies. His signature sound helped define rock and roll. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986 with 110 million records sold worldwide over his lifetime. His debut single, The Fat Man, is considered by many to be the first rock and roll record. It is one small step for Amazon, one giant leap for delivery services.
Here we go. Amazon Key allows drivers to enter your home to deliver a package. It requires a smart lock and cloud-enabled camera, which you can buy on Amazon for around $250.
Here's how it works. Users get a notification of a 4-hour window a driver could appear, and right before they arrive.
Well, the driver then knocks on the door before unlocking it using a code. Once that happens, a camera turns on and records the delivery, which users can watch live or once it's complete.
And when it's finished, the door locks and you'll be notified that the package has been delivered.
Would you want someone in your home?
Well, it does create some thought, doesn't it, folks? In a perfect world, it should work.
We'll
But
see.
it's not a perfect world.
All right. A new program teaches you how to cook world-renowned dishes from the comfort of your home. We'll tell you how it works. Still ahead.
Plus, Dodger fans are still enjoying last night's game, one win in the World Series. But two of those Dodger fans are celebrating a lot more than usual. The story behind the team's two ball girls coming up in your trending headlines.
Hey, welcome back from Loblolly Creamery. I've got the winner right here, and I'll tell you who won here. But first, I want to talk to you about the costume contest. If you're trying to get into the Halloween spirit, well, Loblolly is actually having a costume contest. And what you do, you dress up, and you have 3 different categories you can win. It's spookiest and most creative and the best group. All you have to do is use hashtag Loblolly Halloween 2017, and you can take that picture anywhere, but the best place to take it is a backdrop here in the shop itself. And they have a whole list of really fun, creative Halloween themed ice cream flavors, and the vibe this evening, super cool. They got a Halloween themed playlist going on that we're listening to when they have a film playing up on the wall, and of course you could try one of their awesome ice creams. Before I try this one, the winner, let's go ahead and get you to your weather. A few burn bans still in place across the state. Definitely a good map to keep checking back into because it does change. We had that rain from this weekend that removed some counties from that list, and if some counties don't get rain in the next week, well, they'll be added back. So definitely keep checking back in. 68 degrees, the current temperature in Little Rock. That dew point's still low. That's why it feels so comfortable outside. A southerly wind continues throughout the rest of the night. We cool down into the 40s by the time we get to tomorrow morning. And by the afternoon, we jump into the upper 70s, low 80s, so a tad warmer than today. It's hard to believe that this morning a few areas had frost, and tomorrow we'll be pushing 80 degrees in the afternoon. We do have change on the way, though. Right now, clear skies across the natural state, but as we turn our attentions to the north and west, there is a cold front that is moving into the area right now. It is well off towards the north and west, but is expected to make it into Arkansas by Friday morning. Forecast satellite and radar shows not a whole lot going on throughout your day on Thursday, but then Thursday night into Friday morning, we see that front making its way across the northwest and sweeps through the rest of the state in just a couple of hours. And as it progresses towards the east, it picks up on more moisture from the Gulf, bringing in rain, especially across the eastern third of the state. As far as rainfall totals, I'm not expecting a lot. It's going to be out of here by noon, so it doesn't have a lot of time for it to accumulate. I'm thinking less than 1/10 of an inch. I think this map is even overdoing it some. Tonight we do cool down to about 46 degrees. It'll still be cool. Tomorrow 80. And that extended forecast, yeah, a few of us flirting with the freezing point as we head into the weekend, both Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and some locations Monday morning, very close to that freezing point of 32. In the afternoons, warming up into the 50s. We do warm up into the 60s by Monday and Tuesday, so definitely a very fall-like forecast. Maybe not going to need so much help getting into the Halloween spirit in the next few days, but hey, you spoke, I listened, Scully Goalie won, and it looks like there are some cookies crumbled at the top. That was a good choice, Arkansas. That's delicious. So it's vanilla, chocolate, and cookies crumbled at the very top. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat dinner tonight. This is dinner. That's delicious. I'm gonna finish this, take you guys to break.
Trending online, the LA Dodgers' first World Series in 29 years is special for all fans, but it means something more for two of the team's ball girls.
Amy Moore and Christina Zambrana helped the team warm up before the games and protect fans from foul balls. But earlier this month, they were caught in the middle of the concert shooting in Las Vegas. When the Dodgers learned the two survived, many reached out, including outfielder Yasiel Puig.
He texted us to say, like, hey, I heard you were there. Are you okay? I'm so glad you made it out.
We're so fortunate and blessed to be a part of this organization.
Well, the Dodgers have now become family to the girls and have some of the best seats for the World Series. They seem to be doing a good job. The Dodgers are just 3 wins away from becoming World Series champions.
Taking cooking classes when traveling is an excellent way to learn how to make authentic dishes from around the world. Well, now there is a new way to master the skills to make those iconic dishes without leaving your kitchen.
It's called The Chef and the Dish. And first you shop for a chef and their signature dishes on the website. After that, lessons start with discussion about the instructor's home cuisine, and then it's time to get cooking.
Well, after 2 or 3 hours, you've added a few tasty dishes to your menu and repertoire, but there is a number that may be a little harder to swallow, friends. It is the price. Classes start at $300.
A Canadian man faces a $150 fine for being too loud in public.
He's not alone, but he says he was just singing in his car.
You were singing?
Yeah, I was singing Everybody Dance Now.
Everybody dance now. All right, the man says he was belting out the 1990s dance hit Gonna Make You Sweat. Everybody dance now with the windows mostly rolled up when he was pulled over. The officer asked if he was yelling, and he told them he was singing, and the officer asked for his license.
He then wrote the man a fine for screaming in a public place, but it's not over until the fat lady sings. The driver says he plans to fight those charges.
Okay.
We're just 2 sleeps away from the return of Stranger Things, and LYFT is helping people get excited.
Friday and Saturday, the ride-sharing service will offer Stranger Things-themed rides. They offer flickering lights, radio static, malfunctioning seats, a driver that vomits a slug in front of you, a pulsating ceiling, and an Eggo reward at the end.
The rides are designed to make you feel like you're driving through the Upside Down. That's the mode that is sadly only available in Los Angeles and Philadelphia, but you're able to change the way the app looks over the weekend.
Strange mode makes lift cars look like waffles, Christmas lights, trucker hats, and the Stranger Things logo.
Oh my goodness gracious, what they won't come up with these days to get our attention. Okay, that's trending. Taylor has more with Jim Harris analyzing the hogs next.